Want to tell me what you're doing this fine morning?
Oh, I'm just enjoying the weather because it's, what, 70? It's lovely. And it's going to be 100. So George and I snuck out after milking the cow to pull what we could from the garden, but she's not really helping.
What's she doing?
She's eating all the strawberries.
Georgia, eating all the strawberries. What you finding in there?
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Aromas, Tommy Toes, German pinks, gold medals. But I'm not really sure because remember this spring when the mole ate them all from the greenhouse?
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And so it messed up my whole system because he ate them all.
Yeah.
So, but this is my very, very, very favorite time of day.
Yeah.
Because I have my first cup of coffee, 2 gallons of fresh milk in the kitchen. The kids are still asleep, minus one.
Yeah. What you got in here?
These are a turnip,
Mm-hmm.
a salad turnip, and they grow really well and really fast, but I think I'm gonna pull them today and just preserve them. So I think I'll just like ferment them whole in salt. I don't know, I've never tried that before, but.
Mama, can I try?
You wanna pull some turnips?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on. Go sit up your stand on the carrots, be careful. Try and find the big ones.
I love you, Mom.
It might be too big.
What you got going on here?
So, it's been really hot here, y'all know that. And these boxes that looked really great this spring look very lackluster as of late. And it kind of dawned on me, like we still have through the end of October to enjoy these flowers. And so I went to Lowe's today and I bought some succulents because I thought we don't have our drip system set up yet. We're not getting any rain, so everything we're having to water with sprinklers, which is fine, except that it doesn't keep everything as moist as you would like. And it dawned on me, like, why am I not planting things in this box that don't mind not having a lot of water? Duh. So I went and shopped their clearance succulent section and came home with some really good stuff to fluff up these boxes. And because of the nature of the boxes, because they're really dry, succulents should live. And then I'm kind of flushing them out with some unique items, like these broken terracotta pots, which I think are very charming. These are some old pieces of wood that we got in the woods in the spring. And then I have, ouch, not as young as I once was. Hurts my leg. We have some broken teacups and broken little plates that I'm kind of piecing around with some broken pieces of rock. Just using what we have to add some interest so that they look perky and happy and not like a gardener in July. These ones are my favorite. Look at these. So I've already done these boxes over here. Even though our flower cutting garden is not nearly where we'd like it to be, it still doesn't stop me from filling as many rooms as I can with fresh little bouquets from the garden. And even though I was a florist for a decade in what seems like a lifetime ago, these flower arrangements are much more relaxed and much more casual, more farmhouse if you will. So come on, I'll show you how I make them. I never come out to the garden specifically looking for a flower. I come out and I listen to what speaks to me. You know what I'm saying?
What are you listening for?
Flowers talking.
What do they say?
Flowers talk to me and they say, cut me, put me in a vase.
Are there any principles of design or anything that you kind of keep in the back of your mind when you're thinking about what to use in a flower arrangement?
No.
There are no rules?
No, I like things to look right together. So sometimes that means I'll choose one of a bunch of different flowers, but that maybe have a certain color scheme that I want. Sometimes it means I'll just choose one bouquet of one type of flower depending on what's blooming. Other times you can do some short ones and some tall ones, but they're all so different. And I think once you start introducing principles, people cease to do it because they think they're gonna do it wrong. You know what I mean? So let's do 3 different types. How about? We'll do a mixed one, we'll do an all of the same type, and then we'll do a tall one. That work?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It'll make sense, I'm sure.
It'll make sense.
Okay.
Our David Austin roses are just starting to bloom, and they're coming on like crazy. These will not last long in a vase, but that doesn't stop me. I'll just come out every day. So let's mix them with the roses, because I don't really have enough to do one full bouquet of them yet.
Are you going to cut those a certain way?
No, the only thing I try to make sure of when I'm cutting is that I'm not cutting off any buds that haven't bloomed yet. So I want them to bloom out here.
Right, so you want to keep the buds on the...
Exactly. I want them to be outside while they'll be happiest, because once you cut it, it's going to die. So I'm just using some clean pruners, snipping it off at an angle.
Why at an angle?
Just because I think it looks nice.
Okay. Aesthetically, it's just
Yeah.
okay.
And I'm gonna build the bouquet in my hand, because all the vases I have inside, you know, they're about this size. So I'm just gonna go through the garden and clip off what looks beautiful right now, build it in my hand, and then plunk it in a vase. So these thistles I planted for Stu, because he loves thistles. And they're a special treat, but I'm gonna do it just for you guys. I'm gonna cut one. What I will do is I will strip off any leaves that will be in the water, just because it can make the water kind of skunky. Herbs like sage or thyme, rosemary, these are all really great bases to build your bouquets from. And again, you guys, there's no rules here, okay? We're just finding things we like. So this kind of gives us something. Oh, you like that one? No, it doesn't really smell. Let's grab some more greenery. Usually when I'm clipping from plants, I always try to clip from parts that you won't really see, because I like them to still look pretty in the garden. So I'll clip from behind or from the bottom, or kind of do it sporadically so that the plant that's left still looks good.
Do you decide what to pick together based on what will, like how long it'll last together? So things aren't wilting in the arrangement before other pieces of the arrangement are wilting?
No, I don't, because what I'll do is I'll usually freshen up bouquets in the house every couple of days. And if something's still alive, then I'll just leave it and I'll pluck out the dead stuff and add in some more things.
Gotcha.
So you can see, traditionally this is called a nosegay, which kind of just means this rounded medley of beautiful flowers. So that's kind of what we're building in our hand here. So I've got some greenery to like work as the base. And honestly, there is no like spectacular method to this. I'm just going around the gardens and finding beautiful flowers and holding them in my hand. I wish it was more complicated than that so I could sound like an expert, but it's not. These are some coreopsis that I planted this year that are just so sweet. Look at these. And these are the kind of flower, you could put one of these into a bouquet and it would look very sweet, but if you cluster them together, they're gonna have a bigger impact. So I'm gonna grab a few of these. This darling. They're so dainty, or so sweet. So when I was taught how to do flower arrangements years ago, I was taught to never include more than 3 colors. You should play by the rule of 3. And I guess you could say I still stick to that a little bit, but I'm not quite as rigid with it as I used to be.
What are you picking?
This is hardy geranium. This is, what's it called? Something blue hardy geranium. It's actually kind of a purple color, but you can see it kind of plays well with our little thistle we have going here anyway. So we'll just plunk some of that in. I love this. I love this flower. Never grown it until this year. The one thing that's helpful to remember when you're building something like this is your eye, as in everything, it wants a place to rest. So give it a focal point, the point that immediately catches your eye, and then support it with a bunch of other beautiful things.
Thyme?
I'm gonna add a little bit of thyme just because.
Some stiffness, rigidity.
And it smells good.
And it smells good.
Yeah. I like things that smell good.
Yeah.
It's sometimes nice in these bouquets to have something just a little bit wild to let people know this is a farm arrangement, okay? This isn't something you purchased online from 1-800-Flowers. So I'm just gonna grab a few grasses and then we're gonna get this in some water.
Perfect.
Little movement.
Yeah.
A little wild.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so hot out here, this is already wilting.
It is.
You know what? I don't care. It's still pretty. All right, let's get it inside. I think that zinnias are one of the greatest flowers to just stand by themselves. Sometimes I put them in bouquets with other flowers, but most of the time, I just grab a handful like this. These are my reed zinnias, seeds given to me by my best friend Angela a few years ago. I've been growing them ever since, and it's the highlight of the summer for me, is being able to grab bunches of these to put in the bathroom and in the bedrooms. So it's literally not any more complicated than just clipping a few and plucking them into an old mug. That's it.
What kind are you making now?
I'm gonna make one for the kitchen now. Just kind of a nice mix, taller, bigger one. And I love mint for that because it has such structure to it. Smells good. Just kind of gives you something to stick all the other flowers in. But it makes me want a mojito.
So what is that?
So this is Swiss chard. Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
They can add such pretty color. So as you're building these bouquets, think beyond just the flowers. Think about seed heads and poppy pods and broccoli flowers. And like these cone flowers, even though they're kind of spent, you tear the outer leaves off. You're left with a really cool textural element to add. You know what I'm saying? These are parsley flowers. Tasha Tudor says, I don't make bouquets proper. I just piece them together until they feel right. And that's basically my bouquet philosophy as well. They make themselves in many ways. Your job is just to go out to the garden and find what's beautiful and interesting at the moment.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. 'Cause we're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because oh, it's a beautiful day.